What's up, good people? What's up, good people? Wake up with me. It's your man, Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. Whoo! Today we're going to talk some good stuff because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And let me tell you, I hadn't went live last month. We going ahead jumping right into the gems. I didn't go live last month because I took a break. Now, y'all know I come every Monday. Every Monday, I'm live and we do this Mindset Monday. I took a break from going live to be able to solely focus on me and what I need to do for me, right? And with that, we got so much clarity. I didn't rest as much because I still was doing my thing. I did a whole lot. I got a whole lot of productivity. I was able to shift some of this energy and focus into other things, and I still kept this segment of time open to be able to come live with you all, not just for you all, but for me as well. So we here, man. I did that intentionally. I took a break to give myself a little bit of a mental reset. So we already jumping into the gyms with Mental Health Awareness Month because last month, what did I do? I prioritized myself. I took a break from going live, and that made me have to shift the focus and realize how much I've already done. Like instead of beating myself up like I need to keep doing all these other things, it made me sit down and realize like how much you've already done, bro. Don't don't feel like you got to bombard yourself. Don't feel like you got to bombard yourself just to be busy. So I don't plan on taking up too much time here, but because it's Mental Health Awareness Month and we at AIM always improving the mind, our focus is on mental health. The purpose here is to improve your mental well-being to get you to be able to develop the mindset for success and self-development for you to bring out that purpose and servitude in your life, to bring out the optimism, to be able to see the greatness in yourself and all the things around you. That's what AIM is for. We want the world to be mentally healthy, mentally resilient, right? Emotionally intelligent. We want the world to have all of these tools. You have them, you just got to tap into them. You just got to unlock them. And that's why we here with AIM, always improving the mind. And no one is perfect. He who knows everything knows nothing, right? So that's why we always learning outside things, history, and ourselves. And with that learning, that self-development, you improve yourself, you improve your connection with God, your communication skills will improve, your patience, all of these things is within you. And that's why we here with AIM. So we love Mental Health Awareness Month because that's what we here for. Let's bring the mental health awareness to the forefront. I personally, I love the fact that it's become a more well-known topic. Normally, in the previous times, when you speak of mental health, it gets the hush hush, right? The common theme is, or the common thinking is, everybody should be able to handle themselves, right? Inside out. You should know you inside out. But we've drawn an image to what that looks like as a society, you know. Everyone don't think the same, everyone don't operate the same. So we can't have this like blanket of mental health. But what we do have is everybody, again, he who knows everything knows nothing. Nobody's perfect. So there's always room for improvement. Everybody has something that they're dealing with.
Message.
Everybody has something that they're struggling with.
Message.
Everybody is facing their own mental challenges.
Message.
Therefore, I meet people with grace because I can't say what you dealing with is not important. It's yours. It's yours to handle, right? And with accountability, I won't take it away from you either. So I just acknowledge that everybody's dealing with something, and whatever you dealing with, business that is yours, you determine the weight. It could be something so trivial, so small to me, but I won't treat it like that when it comes to you. If I can assist, I will. I won't take it away from you because I know accountability. But I will encourage you and show you and tell you that you can too overcome what it is that you're dealing with. I got my own stuff too. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. I got my own stuff too. I'm not perfect. But I check in with me. I got coaches, right? I've done therapy. I got my therapist on standby. I got these tools for my self-development. So with all of that, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, I got about 10 proven ways to improve your mental health. We have 10 proven ways to improve your mental health. And these things may seem simple because they usually are. Life is simple, man. We complicate it with our emotions, we complicate it with our perceptions and what we think. Again, it's the mind, it's the mindset. So, let's simplify it. Um, if you're here, go ahead, take out your pen and pad, write down these strategies, these proven ways to improve your mental health. And also imply, okay, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. So write down these notes and imply these 10 proven ways to improve your mental health this month in Mental Health Awareness Month. Hello? First things first, exercise. Exercise regularly. The first proven way to improve your mental health is exercise. Now, I know that may seem crazy to some people, but I tell most people that come to me, right? If you are in a depressive mood, we're not labeling you depressed, but if you're in a depressive mood and you feeling out of it, how did you get here? We'll focus on that as we work. But what we're gonna do, if you want to have a discussion with me in person, we're going outside, we're gonna talk and walk, talk and walk. We might even talk at the gym, right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get outside and we're gonna get active. That's the first thing. Exercise. Exercise regularly. Make it a routine. Because literally, I learned this. The stress hormone is alleviated when you have physical activity. So it's a real thing. Like when you stressed out, and people go to the gym, a lot of times they say, well, I'm taking my frustration out on the weights or something like that. You lifting, you pushing yourself, you'll be amazed every time. Every time. I've regretted eating more. I've regretted not working. I've regretted working too much. I've regretted doing a lot of these other things that I've done to try to reduce stress, but I've never regretted a workout. I've never regretted a workout. It's usually a challenge to get there, but I've never regretted a workout. Every time I've worked out, especially if I gave it my all, I feel so good. My head gets clarity. That stress hormone really does go away within you working out. Now, you may still have your issues and you may still be thinking about your issues, but the way that you're thinking about them won't be the same after a good workout. This is why a lot of us like to start our day with a workout. Me and my wife, we get up at 6:30 in the morning and we go to the gym, have some type of healthy breakfast, you know what I mean? Uh After working out. If we don't work out, we don't eat that morning. There's no need. Right? But we do this. We get up at 6:30 in the morning and go to the gym. We start our day with it because we're gonna clear our minds. We're gonna feel good and achieve that we did something for ourselves. We spent time with each other and ourselves to get ourselves in the right frame of mind for the day. Exercise. Exercise regularly. I got my list right here. Says exercise can boost physical Lord. Physical activity could boost your mood, reduce anxiety and depression, and improves your sleep. And we're gonna talk about all of that stuff. Okay. Number 2, the second proven way to improve your mental health is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness equals a healthy mind. Because in order to have mindfulness, you have to take yourself into consideration. You have to have empathy, right? That means you're technically putting the shoe on the other foot. How would you feel? What would you do in this other person's situation? Empathy is not sympathy. Empathy is understanding. Sympathy is, some can consider coddling. It's not your fault. You can cry on my shoulder. Empathy is understanding, and we can understand your actions and reactions or emotions without having to agree with, feel, or coddle. Know the difference? So to practice mindfulness is to have a healthy mind. Keep yourself in perspective, right? When you have mindfulness, you're thinking like, okay, you understand the phrase and quotes like, this too shall pass, time will heal, and, like, this boosts your patience because if somebody is dealing with something or going through something, you're not quick to judge them, you're not shaming them, you're not doubting them, blaming them, not projecting all of these negative things towards them. When you have mindfulness, that's because you're going to take yourself into consideration. You're not going to put all that negativity on you, hopefully, because that'll work for a season, that'll work for a time, but it's not going to work overall. says when you practice mindfulness, this helps reduce stress and increase emotional regulation and self-awareness. I love that. Emotional regulation and self-awareness. That's number 2. Practice mindfulness. Number 3, maintain a healthy sleep routine. This is what I took off for last month. Didn't go live last month because I needed to emphasize things that were beneficial to me, that was good for me. I needed to emphasize the things that I needed to for me. All right, y'all. We live Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Bring yourself over to YouTube, comment, tap in. Much love to everybody who's here. Uh, but number 3 on proven ways to improve your mental health. You need your sleep. You need your rest, and you need quality sleep. Every person that's dealing with mental struggle, mental challenge, I ain't gonna just claim it as mental illness. This is just your mental challenge. Every person that's dealing with a mental challenge usually talks about how they toss and turn at night, how they're not getting enough sleep. They're possibly getting too much sleep, meaning you're trying to avoid reality. You're trying to get away, right? You're always tired, even though you're sleeping all the time. Or you staying up all the time and start to become like a brag. I don't sleep. I don't go to sleep. And I'm like, that's not good. Being one who's been there, like I do this. And I had to take the whole month to focus on myself to create a sleep routine. Again, it's not the only time that I had to do this. And when I did this, I I had to intentionally go to sleep. I had to put the phone down, right? Because now, they call it the doom scroll. I'm just endlessly scrolling, and I'm, trying to turn my mind off, trying to turn my brain off. But the more you scroll, the more you're gonna come across, and you get in that the dark areas. Like, how did I get here? You get into some of the criteria on the internet. You're like, how did I even end up here? Like, I ain't searched for none of this. Looking at animals eat each other and stuff like that. It starts to get crazy, and you're not restful. And also, this artificial light is playing with your mind. So put the phone down. One thing, right? I didn't have to turn the TV off, but I definitely turned it down so that it's not my focus and it's not a distraction. I had to set the scene, I had to set the time, all of these things to be able to create a healthy sleep routine, right? You need quality sleep. It says quality sleep is crucial for mood regulation and cognitive function. That's for your brain to work properly. And I know this. So the first 3 proven ways to improve your mental health: 1, exercise. 2, mindfulness. 3, sleep. Good sleep. Quality sleep. Knocked out. You're not thinking anymore in that moment. A chance for your brain to process the day. Get you some rest. It's part of the work. It's part of the work. It's part of the process in everything. You're going to have to get you some rest to process any and everything. Number four gonna throw quite a few people for a loop. Okay. The fourth proven way to improve your mental health: connect with others. You can't have community without communication. Connect with others. I'm gonna go ahead and read this prompt. It says social support from friends, family, or support groups reduces feelings of isolation. Now, I've spoken about this quite often and quite a lot. There's a negative isolation. Now, isolation is also necessary for your self development, but you are not meant to stay in isolation. Isolation is like that butterfly, that caterpillar going into its cocoon, its chrysalis. But at some point, it has to break out. And when it breaks out, it's evolved. It's deeper within itself so much that now it can fly, but it goes back out. So many of us are stuck in isolation. And within that isolation, especially post COVID, within that isolation, you might have found love for yourself, right? You might have developed such a strong bond with yourself that you don't want to break it. You don't want to be, you're intimidated by going back outside. What's up, bruh? You're intimidated by going back outside. But that's exactly, you don't know if you have healed. You don't know how strong you are. You don't know if you're actually happy. You don't know how confident you are until, you don't know how courageous or brave you are until you are put back in the situations. Until you are put back into those situations to exude your strength. You don't know how strong you are. I know I'm strong because of the tests that I've been through, because of what I've been through. I know I've developed more patience because I didn't respond to the same situations the same way. I have more patience. I proved that to myself. And it wasn't forceful. We are humans. We are meant to interact. We're supposed to be interactive with one another in nature. That's the natural order. So all of this isolation, cut people off, don't talk to nobody, don't trust nobody, I don't need nobody, all of this independent individualism is killing you. It's killing you. You think like, I don't trust nobody, I don't need nobody. So then when you go outside, because you're going to have to, it's only human, it's only natural. You didn't make the clothes that you wear. Even if you made the logo or whatever, you didn't make the clothes that you wear. You didn't knit and stitch and press. Somebody else did that. Or it was a machine. Somebody else made the machine. Somebody else built the car. Somebody else got the made the jewelry that make you feel good when you shine and you put it on. Somebody else made the hair products when you styled your stuff. Somebody else made the brush. Somebody else always has contributed to you. It's always someone else. It's always someone else. And that's a good thing. That's something that we should be able to see and be like, you know what? I'm not alone. Because within that isolation, when you get stuck there, you feel like it's you against the world. That's a heavy opponent. All I need is God. God told you, go outside. And you like, nah, you ain't listening. We are meant to connect with others. And this is a proven way They say find your tribe. This is a proven way to improve your mental health. The most basic element of human emotion is the yearn to be understood. So when you have a conversation with someone out there that understands you, like, finally somebody understands me. When you dealing with something and you able to be bold enough to put it out there, and somebody like, yo, I've been through that, you really realize it's not just me. It's not just me. Shout out to all of the content creators who are out there that is bold enough to put themselves out there too, because a lot of people are dealing. I told y'all, everybody's dealing with something. I don't agree with all of the new terms that are created and put out there. You know, some stuff is really more simple than we make it. Like I said, we can complicate life with our own emotions and perceptions, but it's really just simple. But shout out to y'all that put that type of stuff out there. You put yourself out there because other people comment, other people start to be like, yo, relatable. I've dealt with that too. And you don't realize that these are social connections, right? I still say go outside. We need to be able to talk to one another. All of these social issues, social awkwardness, introvert, extrovert, all of these terms, all you got to do is talk to somebody. You got crippling anxiety. I bet that's because you are in the house more often. Probably got an at home or work at home job. So when you finally go outside, you've been at home 6 days out the week, you finally go outside to the grocery store, it's like, who's looking at me? Why they want to talk to me? Oh, how do I look? You start to think, start to think. Connect with others, man. It's one of the ways that you can get outside of your own head. And it's definitely a proven way to improve your mental health. The next one, we on number 5. I'm giving you 10. The next one should seem pretty obvious. I told y'all it's gonna be simple, but we're gonna do this anyway. The next one, number 5, proven way to improve your mental health. We in mental health awareness month, right? And I'm gonna just shout out at everybody, right? Number 5, limit alcohol and avoid drugs. I got my prompts here. Says these substances can worsen your mental health and interfere with medication. I say limit the medication too. Uh, all of these things are outside you. What I tell people is I don't want a crutch, meaning I don't want something, I don't want to have something outside of myself that I rely on to just be me. And this can be alcohol. This could be your weed. I know people that I can't function without my smoke. I don't want that. What if all of the weed dried up, burnt out? I know it's a crazy scenario. It's more than likely not going to happen. But what if? Because it's not a necessity. It's not something that you have to have in order to live. We got sunlight, oxygen, water, some type of sustenance, food. As long as you got those things, you can live. So those are my basics. Did I drink some water today? Did I eat some fruit or something? Something good for me? Did I go outside, get some sunlight? Remember that isolation, that negative isolation. You got to go outside, get this natural vitamin D, get some sunlight. And am I breathing? Then I should be good. Everything else is an internal thing. I don't want no crutches. You know what I mean? I'm like, I know people, I can't work out if I ain't take my pro workout or I ain't had my protein shake or, I can't do my workout until I have, like, bro, this is for you. You mean to tell me you 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 can't do this until you eat or drink or whatever it is? You got to have something outside of you. That's how I think about it. So limit alcohol, avoid drugs, limit medication. These things are outside of you to create regularity within you. It's within you. Anything that you need, it's within you. Now that's me. I understand there are some severe cases, right? But these things are to avoid that severity before it becomes that severe. Now, if you do have to have medication for some type of regularity, right? I still would say moderate that. Like, don't rely on that. There's so many people. For one, y'all don't know about the placebo effect. Like, all right, the placebo effect, Space Jam. What he did, he said this that secret power juice, right? He labeled it. It's the secret power juice. They was losing. They went in the break room. They was like, we ain't got it. You know what I mean? He put a slapped a label on a water bottle, said this the secret power juice. If you drink this, you're gonna get all the power, all the strength that you need to go back out there and win. It was water. But everybody drunk it and was like, yeah, I feel it. I feel the power. Went back out there and dominated, started winning. That's a placebo effect. A lot of the medication is just salt or sugar. Placebo. A lot of the medication is just salt or sugar, like Tylenol, Aleve, the pain relief. It's just salt. Sea salt is a natural anti-inflammatory. Did I say that? Yeah. Sea salt is an anti-inflammatory. So what that does is anytime you have any type of pain in the body, something is swollen and pressing out. So when you take pain meds, you're getting a rush of sea salt to reduce swelling for your headache, for your backache, for any body pain. That's crazy, right? Knowing that, knowing that, I started like paying attention. Like, what are some natural ways? When you got a headache, eat some almonds. You know what I mean? Take a nap, drink some water. It's different things than just going to drugs. And those are over the counter drugs. We ain't talking about the heavy stuff. But I don't want to have to rely on things that are not natural, not always accessible, just to have to be. So to improve the mental health, right? To improve the mental health, limit the alcohol. They say it's the liquid courage. You can't even go talk to Shawty until you had a drink. And if you at the bar, that drink watered down. So again, placebo. It's not actually doing nothing. You need the cigarette. The cigarette reduces stress. No, it doesn't. It's causing you way more bodily harm. My sister was smoking cigs. I had my nephew over the weekend. I went and dropped off my nephew at my sister's house. She was smoking a cig and was talking about she needs some Mucinex or something because she's feeling sick. I said, it's literally what you putting in your body. You are literally clogging your lungs, which is turning into mucus. Which is why you got a cough, which is why you spitting up this nasty gunk. Huh? It's literally what you putting in your body. Limit the alcohol, and avoid drugs. Moderate the meds. All right. That's number 5 for proven ways to improve your mental health. Let's go on. Going to number 6. Now, I told y'all these are simple, but they're proven ways to improve your mental health. Y'all take y'all notes, write it down, implement these things, right? At the end of the month, tell me what you've done to improve your mental health. So, number 6, proven way to improve your mental health: eat a balanced, nutritious diet. We are so quick to just eat something good, usually in my circles, around the people that I be around. Usually, when we want something good, it ain't nothing good for you. It ain't like, I want something. I want something good to eat. It is usually something fried, smothered in cheese. You know what I'm saying? Something heavy is greasy, uh, large quantity. And I ain't gonna stunt. I'm one. I want me something good. Yes, I want the fried chicken. Yes, I want the double cheeseburger. The double cheeseburger. Yes, I want. I want something good. You know what I mean? I want the 10 wings or more. 10 wings or more. You know what I'm saying? Don't slap me 6. You playing with me. So I got it too, but I understand balance and nutrition. I started eating intentionally for my body. It's stuff that I didn't like, that I didn't want. A lot of people kind of like, I don't eat green vegetables. Well, these green vegetables are like the main things that your body wants, and it has all of the vitamins, the nutrients. Excuse me. It has all of the vitamins, the nutrients that you need. It has it even has some protein. Like, you eat spinach, it has protein in it. You know what I mean? And it's one of those unlimited foods. You could eat as much spinach as you want. And your body would absorb this and like thank you for it. A lot of people don't want to do that. Like, who wants to just sit here and eat a bucket of spinach? You see how much spinach you get? You usually get like a big bag. If you was to cook spinach, it whittles down into like the whole bag can be turned into like this plate full. But it's powerful. I've been doing like fruit infused water, because I learned that real hydration, real electrolytes come from fruit. So lemons, limes, pineapple, strawberries, fruit infused water. I put the fruit in the water and let it sit overnight, and that's what I'm drinking throughout the day. And sure enough, I'm hydrated, much more hydrated than I was, because I wasn't. Even though I was drinking a lot of water, I wasn't hydrated, and I was losing more because I was very active and I would sweat a lot. So it says a healthy diet supports brain function and mood regulation. If all you eating is fried foods, or even like and then you got your steak and Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? That's a staple for a guy. That's a success meal. You know what I mean? You got your steak, you got your Hennessy, some type of brandy, some type of brown. You know what I mean? If that's all you consuming, your mind start to go a little crazy. Your cognitive functionality goes down. You start to think like, what is happening? What is going on? And we don't even realize that it's because we're lacking nutrients, right? And I'm not big on vitamins or supplements, but you can take you a multivitamin daily to get you more of these things. Again, I'm more of a natural person. So whatever, if you was to get some vitamins, it should tell you where they got these vitamins from, or it has the vitamins from carrots, spinach, mandarins, and different things. And I'm like, okay, if they got the vitamins from here, then let me just get those items. I'd rather eat the carrots and the mandarins and the spinach than to have an extract and who knows what else, for these vitamins that they say they got. Right? You start to learn more about nutrition, like again, anti-inflammatory stuff like cayenne pepper. I put cayenne pepper on anything that I'm cooking. Cayenne pepper goes in it. It burns fat. It reduces stress. Right? It's killing fat cells, help break down the fat cells. Produces healthy regulation, water flow, digestion. It's an anti-inflammatory. Remember, any pain in the body comes from something being inflamed, something swollen. This reduces the swelling. All of that from that one season. Don't get me started on the power root of turmeric, you know, ginger, the power between them lemons and limes, you know, how much water is in watermelon. And I could go on and on, man. I can go on and on. But that's number 6. Eat a balanced, nutritious diet. Throw some fruit in there. Eat your vegetables. These are real things. Simple, but it's real. If you pay attention to it and you're not really doing it, and all your vegetables ain't supposed to be smothered in cheese either. It's like the only time you eat spinach is spinach artichoke dip. It's not the same. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Um, that's number 6. 6 ways to proven ways to improve your mental health is eat a balanced, nutritious diet. And I'll go further on that another time. Number 7, okay? Seek professional help when needed. Now, again, this is something that is simple, but it has been shunned, especially in our community. But I love the light that it's getting, especially now. Like the more we grow as a community, the more things become common. So therapy, counseling, coaching, these are not things that are outside of you. This is not a plea or a scapegoat. This is not defeated or weakness. Okay? I have a therapist. I had to go through different therapists to find the therapist that worked for me. I have coaches for different areas that have all benefited. What I want to emphasize is that this professional help is a tool for your self-development. You don't know what you don't know. And this is a quicker, more surefire way to learn some things. And when you learn, we always improve in the mind. And when you learn some things, now you have some more tools in your artillery. Now you strapped up and ready for the battle. You ready for the internal conflict. You ready you ready for the world. You ready to deal with the turmoil, the craziness, the chaos that can come. You ready. Shout out to anybody on. Let me put this out there. Put this on because on my end, I'm frozen on Instagram. So if anybody on Instagram, come over to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? AIM always improving the mind. We live here too. Okay? But you ready.
Message.
I want to get it. Therapy, counseling, coaching, all of that is not a means below you. It's not outside of you. These are things that you can use for your self-development. There are so many things that I learned. Had I not had a coach going into marriage, and this was a life coach that was more so focused on business, but we couldn't get the business straight because I was going through it in my mind on my marriage. And him being a married man just boosted the artillery. He was able to tell me certain things that should be common knowledge, but we're not taught relationship. We're not raised. Everything when it comes to emotions and stuff is just look and see, figure it out on yourself, figure it out on your own. You can't have community without communication. We could be talking about these things. I could be explaining, you know, why I love this woman, instead of it just a show of like, oh, I spent money on her, you know what I'm saying? Or I just opened the door for her. Why? Why? We could be teaching the boys how to be men instead of just like you're a boy. You're gonna be a man and you gotta figure it out by yourself. Everybody don't have to figure everything out from scratch. Us with that mentality is leaving a lot of people in the dark. And that's how we've gotten here to the point where we have to have a mental health awareness month, a whole month dedicated to mental health awareness because we are so unaware. We've become so distant when it comes to our mental health. Be quiet. Don't talk about it. Don't let nobody in. That's isolation. That's individualism. And then it's like, well, don't nobody talk to me. I don't know if I could trust nobody. I want love. I want a relationship, but who can I talk to? Who can I, you know what I'm saying? We're so detached, knowing our spirit is saying that we want more. We want more. We want to connect with others. We're supposed to. So we have a stigma around doing what is actually good for us to get ourselves together. It's been looked at as a weakness, or that person must be crazy if they have to have therapy. That means you at your wits end. No, it's because I don't want to be at my wits end that I sought professional help. And because I did that, I got the assistance I needed. And now you asking me what it is about you that you so daggone happy. How are you so happy all the time? I've had assistance in my self-development journey, and I've implied what I learned. So, number 7, proven ways to improve your mental health. Seek professional help when needed. Therapy and counseling and coaching can provide the tools for you to cope and grow. A good therapist is going to challenge you. A good therapist is going to challenge you. It's not just somewhere where we just gonna. I know the TV has promoted therapy pretty awfully too. Like, oh, it's just somewhere that you can brain dump freely. Keep paying me to talk to me, and I'm gonna sit over here and be quiet as a therapist. No, no, no. A good therapist is gonna challenge you on what you're thinking, give you uh, activities to do. You're gonna be pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone because you keep doing the same thing, you keep getting the same result. If you keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result, that's when you define crazy. You keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's when you like, yo, I keep doing, I'm going crazy. You know what I mean? Seek professional help when needed. It's not only, I want to say it's okay. Not only is it okay, it is recommended. Like it is such a gem. It is such like yo, I can't express it enough. I'm grateful for those that have helped me. And side note, can't have community without communication. If we was brought up with this healthy set of communication, then you'll realize that it's therapeutic just being able to talk to one another, right? The main persons we used to be able to go to be able to actually talk about something was the grandparents. I'm looking at the grandparents nowadays and it's like, I don't want to be around them kids. I'm still trying to live out my life. Like, you still trying to play 20, you in your 60s. So again, this bridge of communication is starting to dwindle a little bit. It's a little rocky, but you can't have community without communication, man. We wouldn't need to seek professional help as much. I'm still not throwing it away if we was able to just communicate with one another in a healthy set. That's a side note. Moving on. Number 8, right? And let me clap it up. Mindset Monday, starting off right. So, number 8, proven way to improve your mental health. Number 8 is practice gratitude. I know, bruh, that shit sounds soft. It's not. Wake up being grateful. I did this yesterday. I had to. I was like, yo, when it rains, it pours. Usually when you have when you get in that mentality like lifing, it's because the problems start to stack and they compound and stack. And it's like, yo, I just need a break. I got so much to do that I don't feel like doing nothing. You know what I mean? I'm being pulled in this direction, in this direction. The kids need my attention, but I need to work more to get more money. Oh, that's gonna take more time. My time need to be with my wife. And then, it's just going here, 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 here. Like, yo, I just needed to stop. One of the things that you must do is practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. I woke up yesterday morning and I just had to be thankful because I realized some of the things that I prayed for was happening in real time. I might have prayed for it a year back, but I got it right now. But because I got problems right now, I cannot pay attention to the fact that I have stuff that I prayed for. I'm blessed. When you're not in a sense of gratitude, if you're not grateful for where you are, who you are, what you experience, what you are experiencing, what you got, what you're getting, and what you've lost, what you don't have anymore. If you're not grateful, that's when you have no choice but to be unhappy. You have no choice but to have mental challenges. If you're not grateful, it's the only option. The only option. I always center it around gratefulness. I did the 30-day ab challenge last month. A few of you know and followed my journey. I did the 30-day ab challenge last month. And come the end of the month, my back started acting up. I have a previous back injury, right? And I always tell people, challenge yourselves. I challenge myself for that specific area. I had to do sit-ups. That involves using your back. And my back was acting up. I got upset. I started to be like, man, why? Why my body got to be this way? But I met it with gratefulness. For me to have gone through a back injury and is still capable of using my back, that is strong. That is strength. Thank you that I have functionality. Thank you. That injury, I could be paralyzed. I could have no mobility. I'm upset about a little bit of pain? Nah. Nah. Now I'm like, yo, what else I need to do? Look, no lie. Ice pack, heat, you know what I'm saying? Massage, chiropractor, you know what I mean? What are you eating? Anti-inflammatory. Remember, any pain is something swollen in the body. Anti-inflammatory. When you put a heat press or a cold press, you are reducing the swelling. You are reducing the swelling and improving blood flow. So I started doing these things. Then I'm stretching. I started doing yoga. I'm already doing a 30-day ab challenge. Yeah. But I started doing yoga to stretch and strengthen my back. I started doing back exercises to stretch and strengthen my back. And sure enough, I winded up completing that 30-day ab challenge. Practice gratitude, man. Be grateful for everything in your life, because if everything happens for a reason, then there is no such thing as a coincidence. God implanted all of these seeds for the fruit of your growth. They say adversity builds character. This is just character development. You got to have the challenge. And that's why I encourage you to challenge yourself. You got to have the challenge to increase your limits. Anything that you want to improve upon, you can. You can. And you can intentionally. I'm a living testament of it. Hello. Speak to him, cuz. Say God would take it away if you're ungrateful. Tell him thank you for everything, big or small. And those are true words. True words. I tell you, man, real quick, because we still got 2 more ways for improving your mental health, for improving your mental health. Real quick, I had a car, right? The car was pushing 300,000 miles. It's been gotten me everywhere I needed to go. It was time to let go of it. I was upset. But then once I started showing gratitude, you think about God. God is the Father, right? What father wants to keep giving to an ungrateful child? What father wants to keep giving to an ungrateful child? Ooh. So when I was ungrateful, I was upset. I was asking, why me? Why me? But when I met it with gratitude, I was like, thank you for all that this car has gotten me through. I literally rode this car till the wheels came off. The wheel came off while I was driving, literally. Literally. I've been upside down in this car. This car has gotten me there and back with everything. And once I showed grateful, once I showed gratitude and I put it in God's hands, the car, it was immobile out in the parking lot outside. It was randomly towed. I've been telling you, bro. Because as long as you got your plates, I'm pretty sure y'all know how this works, but in my apartment complex, as long as you got up to date tags and license plates on your car, then they're not going to tow it. Somebody stole my license plates off of my car. What? Who does that? Somebody stole my license plates off of my car. Within a week later, the car was towed. And it cost I was out of town or something. So when I came back, my car missing. Like, what happened? Call all of this stuff to find out it was sitting for some days and it was gonna cost more to get the car back. I just went and got my stuff out of it. I still got the stuff out of it just for memorabilia. And shortly after, we got another car. I've now had that car. I just paid attention to it yesterday. I've had this car now, the newer one, for 8 years. And it feels like it's only been like a year or so. And I just met that with gratitude. Practice gratitude. Says focusing on positives helps shift your mindset and reduce negativity. So I'm grateful. I wake up every morning. I'm like, yo, thank you, God, for waking me on this beautiful, blessed morning. It don't matter what it looked like outside. It could be raining, it could be snow, it could be bright and sunny, it could be freezing. It don't matter. It's a beautiful morning. Thank you for waking me on this beautiful, blessed morning. I meet my day with gratitude before I start. And that's how I'm going into it. Practice gratitude. Be grateful for all that you have, all that you go through, all that you've been through, all the experiences that you gained, all the people that you've met, all of it. Just be grateful, man. It builds character, it builds humility, shifts your mindset to focus on the positives, and just stay great. That's number 8. Number 9, we got 2 more, guys. Number 9, proven ways to improve your mental health. Set realistic goals and put a routine behind it. Now, the prompt says structure small achievements, promote a sense of control and purpose, right? Structure and small achievements promote a sense of control and purpose. That's one of the main things that I promote is set a goal, right? Now you have different types of goals, long term, short term, what have you. You got different types of goals, and you're gonna have different goals in different areas that you want to improve upon in your life. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, relationship, all of these different areas. You're gonna have different goals for each one. I encourage you to have, yes, your large goals. Like with this organization, I want the world to have better mental health and better mindsets. We always improving the mind. Yes. But I'm not like, yo, I ain't get to the world today. I failed. You know what I'm saying? That's a large, long-term goal, that keeps me motivated. Sure. But I also have the goal of going live every Monday, Mindset Monday. It's something obtainable, what I'm saying, that I'm not killing myself to do. You know what I mean? So set realistic goals and then have routines behind them. So you set the goal and then you set the plan. Now, I did a video. It's one of my more popular videos on YouTube of the difference between a goal and a plan. The goal is like the destination. The plan is the route. The route may change. You may have some detours, right? You might have some roadblocks. You're gonna have to try a different route. But the destination is the same. That's the difference between a goal and a plan. The plan can change. The goal doesn't. Okay. So set realistic goals and put a plan behind it and start to act on it. Actions get results. Actions get results. Work towards your goals. That's number 9. Number 10, and our last one, because I'm trying to wrap it up. Our last proven way to improve your mental health on this good old Monday is engage in the activities that you enjoy. Hobbies, creativity, leisure time are all essential for your emotional balance, your emotional well being. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, guys. And a lot of us, once we have those goals, right? We got tunnel vision. I won't be satisfied until the goal is accomplished. I understand that. But one of the things that my coach had taught me was that because I'm a workaholic. I don't mind working. I love working, and I can get lost in the work that I'm doing. And after a while, I'd be like, all I do is work. What did I do for myself? Well, the work is for me too. Yeah, I know. I understand that. But what did I do for myself? You're supposed to enjoy life. And one of the things that he taught me was however you create, however you create your success, is how you're going to have to maintain your success. So if you create a lifestyle based on you just working, then you're going to have to upkeep that lifestyle by what? Just working. How many people you know? I even heard one of the main people I heard was Ti said that I did all this work to get this big old mansion, and I ain't never there. I'm never there. I'm not. No, I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor. You hear me? I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'm not going to work so hard to get things that I cannot utilize or enjoy. You're creating a lifestyle. You're creating a lifestyle. And a lot of us have this image of like not working and just having money. Let me tell you, that's a reality for a period of time. You still gonna have to, even if you created a successful business that you no longer have to operate, you still gonna have to check in. You still gonna have to make sure that it's operating and functioning properly. You still gonna have to put in some type of work. Now, is it 40 to 80 hours a week? No. It might just be like a 10-hour week for you, 20-hour week for you. Cool. There's joy and reward in the work, but don't get so lost in the work that you never do anything for yourself. I ask people, what makes you happy? They don't know. What makes you upset? What grinds your gears? We could talk about that all day. I'd be like, what are some of the things that you like to do? Like, I don't know. All right. So let me take it back. Let me talk about myself. I always tell y'all how much I love playing the game. I love playing the game. And the type of games I play, they are stories. There's a beginning and end to this story. Like, let this, you got to play the story out. So I just beat a game that I've had for, I think, 4 years now. I think I got it in 2021. I've had it that long, but because I get so encapsulated in working, I tell myself that I don't have time or that I am not allowed. I don't permit myself to do something that I want to do that's for me. And so many of us as adults have gained responsibility, and you are to maintain your responsibility, but you're not supposed to lose yourself along the way. I hear a lot of parents say, I'm doing all of this for my kids, but the kid just wants to be around you. You done lost sight of the purpose here. So when they become teenagers and get in that rebellious phase, you're like, I didn't raise you this way. Well, you avoided them to provide for them. And I acknowledge that about myself too. I said, I'm not willing to sacrifice the very thing that I'm working for. You know what I work so hard for? To have time to spend with myself and my loved ones, and to be able to do the things that we want to do without having to worry about it. That's what making money is for me. It's so that I can spend time and do things with the people that I love without having to worry about it. And to the basic root of most of us, it's the same. So how much sense does it make for me to sacrifice time with myself and my loved ones to be able to work in order to spend time with myself and my loved ones? It don't make sense. But a lot of us, we do that. I just need to make more money. Then I could do more things. That makes sense on the surface. But who said that it had to be anything extravagant? I told myself this year I was going to spend more time with my nephew, right? It's May, and I just picked him up for the first time this year. That's crazy. That's crazy because I'm so busy, because I got so much to do, because I'm doing so much work. And I was like, I'm doing this so that I could be able to spend time with lil man. I'm doing this so that, I want to be able to show that it's real and all of these things. I was like, yo, regardless of how tired I am, regardless of how much I got to do, I'm going to get my nephew. Sure enough, I went and got him Saturday afternoon. He had to go to school this morning, so I had to drop him off again yesterday afternoon. So I had a good 24 hours with him, right? Within that 24 hours, you know what happened? We had deep conversations about God. He got a better understanding and clarity from that conversation. We talked about Black history. We started talking about music because he's really into music. I learned that, now his favorite sport is basketball. Guess what? We went and played basketball twice. I'm still recovering. We went and played basketball, and not one of those things costed me. But I'm telling myself I need to make more money in order to be able to spend time with him. All he wanted was the time. He couldn't stop hugging me. Told me he loved me I don't know how many times. So don't get so caught up in the work that you lose sight of what you're working for. I say all that to say that because engage in the activities that you enjoy. Watch your shows, watch your movies, right? Have your snacks, draw, color, do puzzles, garden, play your games, read your books, create whatever it is that you like to create. Make your videos. Do your trends, you know what I'm saying? Do your dances. Do the things that you love to do. Engage in your activities, your hobbies that you enjoy. And don't let nobody convince you that it's worthless, that it's pointless. Nobody. Okay? These are the 10 ways, 10 proven ways to improve your mental health for Mental Health Awareness Month. I'll give you the 10 right here, right now. Number 1, exercise. Exercise regularly. Number 2, practice mindfulness. Okay? Number 3, get you some sleep. Maintain a healthy sleep routine. Number 4, connect with others. You can't have community without communication. It's time to go outside, talk to somebody. Number 5, limit alcohol, avoid drugs, moderate medication. Okay. Number 6, eat a balanced and nutritious diet. Get you some fruits, get you some vegetables. All right. Number 7, seek professional help when needed. Therapy is a tool for your self development. Counseling, coaching are tools for your self development. Use them wisely. Number 8, practice gratitude. Be grateful for everything in your life that God is giving you. Number 9, set realistic goals and routines. Have a goal, lay out a plan, put it in action. You know what I mean? Make it bite size. The plan might change, the goal stays the same. And number 10, engage in the activities that you enjoy. Hobbies, creativity, and your leisure time are essential for your emotional well being. All right? Write those down. This is May, Mental Health Awareness Month. Write down those 10 proven ways to improve your mental health. Implement on one or all and see your results. I would like to hear from you. This has been Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. It's here. We're starting the week off right. Much love. I'll see you next Monday. Okay.